You're listening to the Emotional Abuse Recovery Podcast, episode number 79. Now, I want to let you guys know that I know it's the new year, but I have a story to share with you that I was alone on Christmas, all by myself. Now, I don't want you to feel sad for me or sorry for me if that's your kind of first inclination. And I have to tell you why. This is an amazing story that I want to share with you, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Emotional Abuse Recovery Podcast, a podcast specifically designed to help you heal after a toxic or narcissistic relationship. This podcast teaches you to use your subconscious mind to go from feeling stuck to set free. In here, you will learn how to use the power of your own mind to free yourself from emotional pain, move forward with confidence, and experience the inner peace you deserve in your healing journey after emotional abuse. I'm your host and subconscious reprogramming coach, Allison Dagny. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I am so happy to be here in 2024. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday and a happy new year. I wanted to first start off this podcast by telling you guys what I did on Christmas. So for those of you who don't know, my birthday is also on Christmas Day. So I've always shared my birthday with everybody else. And this Christmas, I was not with my children because it was their year with their dad because we rotate back and forth. So we did our Christmas a couple days before and saw my family, and it was a really lovely time. My boyfriend, he does not live here. He lives in a different state, and we travel to see each other, and we just couldn't make it work logistically for him to come over the Christmas holiday. So I was by myself, and I knew this was going to be this way several weeks before. So I decided that I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about what that was going to be like because I had never been by myself ever in my entire life on Christmas, or obviously on my birthday because it's the same day. And so I started thinking about that, like, how is that going to feel and what's it going to be like? And I could sense that there was it was not a comfortable feeling. It was weird. It wasn't like a bad feeling or a sad. It was just very weird because I never had experienced that before. So I'm telling you this because of what I did. And I am all about being in love with yourself. Like that's just basically what it is. And here's why. Because when I was with my ex and even before I ever met him, I don't think I had this, did not have this level of self-worth and self-love inside of me. And I've been working really, really hard to achieve this, and I have. So what happened was I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go to the store. I'm going to go shopping for myself for my birthday dinner, Christmas dinner, and I'm going to get all the things that I want, right? I'm not going to worry about anybody else. I'm just going to get what I want because it's just going to be me all day. I'm going to do what I want and I'm going to experience it. So I go to the grocery store and I find, like, as soon as I walk in, there's beautiful flowers. Immediately put flowers into my cart. I see cakes. I'm like, immediately I get a cake for myself for my birthday. And as I'm going through, I am feeling like how I would feel if I were shopping for someone else. So if I knew that a guest was coming over and I was going to be like hosting this person and giving them all of these things, what would that be like? And it was me to me, like it was from me to me. So every aisle I was like, oh, well, would she like that? Meaning me. Would she want that? Nah. Oh no, she would really like this. So the whole time that I'm shopping back and forth, up and down the aisles, I'm thinking of myself, right? And this isn't like in some sort of egotistical way. This is like, I deserve this. Like, I can love myself, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? I wasn't doing anything to harm anybody. I was just showing myself the kindness, the love, the compassion, that I would to anybody. My children or my mom or my dad or my boyfriend, if I love you, how am I treating you? What am I doing for you? And I was like, I'm doing this for me. And I mean to tell you, and I'm going to tear up just saying it right now. I was in the baking aisle and I got these little candy letters to spell out happy birthday to me on my cake, and I almost burst into tears. Not because I was sad, because I was so filled with love and joy. And this is all because of the work that I have done to reprogram those feelings of low self-worth, those feelings that I wasn't good enough, the feelings that I needed to somehow be different for other people. And now I can truly feel what it's like to love myself. And, the shopping experience and the Christmas and all of that wasn't this like aha moment. This is just like something that happened because of a culmination of all the things that I have been doing for the past several years. And it is, I mean to tell you, the most fantastic feeling. I can't even really describe it. I mean, the best way I could describe it is like if you're a parent and your child is like, I love you so much, mommy, and they just wrap their arms around you and hug you. Or I missed you so much, I haven't seen you in so long, or whatever that might be. Like a memory like that where your heart swells, but I gave it to myself. Like, how fantastic is that? How amazing that I can just feel that self-love, like instantly. Now, again, this isn't just like a flip of a switch. This has been lots of programs that I've had to rewrite inside of my own mind. This was years of conditioning and years of me being beat down emotionally to feel like I was completely worthless, that I had to reprogram. But this is the result. So I bought all kinds of food, and part of what I wanted to do was things that would make me happy. So I thought about what I really liked on Christmas was my grandmother's recipes. And so she used to make this amazing roast and gravy and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and green beans. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to do that. So I had all her recipes. I bought all the ingredients. I took the day to prepare all the food for myself. And like, I had a really clean house, just like I would if I was inviting people over. And I made the meal. I made myself a special mocktail because I don't drink alcohol, and watched for the very first time It's a Wonderful Life. You might be like, the very first time, it's a classic. I know. Yes, I'd never seen it before. But I did all this because I love myself enough to just be with me and just hang out with me. Like, I'm cool. I'm fun. I'm funny. I'm interesting. I have really cool ideas and thoughts. Like, that's how I think now. I used to never think that. I used to think really bad things about myself. I actually used to hate myself, but not anymore. So I just had to share this with you because it's a new year, right? It can be a new you. And I want you to know that this is possible for you as well. I can remember, like I go back all the way to, I can remember specifically, I don't know what year it was. It was probably 10 or 15 years ago, sitting on the edge of the tub in my bathroom at my house with my ex, and just feeling like I had to please everybody, that no one was going to like me if I didn't do what they wanted, that I was always going to feel this awful way about myself. I just had this feeling that just felt so terrible. Like, I don't even know, it's hard to even like call that feeling back because I'm so far removed from it now. But it was, the best way I could describe it was just like almost like a disgust mixed with like a fear. Like I just was so afraid to be me and accept myself that I was so willing to like do everything for everyone else and try to please everyone, which is impossible. because I didn't like me and love me enough and have enough confidence in myself to just stand up and be like, no, like this is not okay, or no, I can't worry about your emotions, or no, I can't, protect you anymore, or whatever that might be. So this is so possible because if I can look back to that 10 or 15 years or whenever it was that I remember that so vividly, feeling like, oh, I'm just like, am I ever going to be a confident, secure person inside? I may have even paraded around like I was confident, but I wasn't. Not really. Not inside. Like if you could peel me open and look inside, you'd be like, whoa, she really hates herself. And it's not that way anymore. But again, it's because I had to do the hard work to reprogram the beliefs that I had been so deeply ingrained with, my whole entire life. And so now I just celebrated my Christmas and my birthday by myself, watching a movie, I actually had it on repeat. I had that movie on repeat, and I watched it and I ate and I just thoroughly enjoyed my day. I'd never had that happen before. It was weird thinking about how it was going to play out, but it was fantastic. It was a beautiful, wonderful, relaxing day, all about me. And I gave it to myself. I didn't need anybody else to do that. I didn't need anybody to buy me flowers. I didn't need anybody to bring me a cake. I didn't need anybody to clean my house for me. I didn't need anybody to make my meals. I didn't need anybody to say, prop your feet up and watch TV. No. You have to find this within yourself, and it is totally possible to do if you are committed to doing it. So, new year, new you, right? Let's start 2024 off with a bang for our emotional abuse recovery. Now, I want to let you know that I am doing another Shift Happens webinar. It's a 3-day event, and it's coming up in January. So we're going to be live on Zoom on the 24th, the 25th, and the 28th. 3 days again. If you made it last time, you can still come. I'm going to switch things up a tiny bit, make things a little bit different, but ultimately it's the same thing. Like, we're going to have activities, we're going to have fun, we're going to bring joy in, silliness, because I'm very silly. And I really just think life should be fun. And I'm going to teach you some stuff. I'm going to teach you more about the subconscious mind and the things that will help you along your healing journey. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be sending emails out and be putting some information out online as well. So if you're interested, then sign up. You can always watch the replays if you can't make it live. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and please know that you can experience this same kind of self-worth, the same kind of joy, the same kind of confidence in yourself, but it takes a commitment to yourself, and it takes action. It's not going to be a flip of a switch. It's not going to happen just by thinking your way through it. You've got to actually reprogram the things that are making you believe that you're not what you are, because what you really are is joy, is love, is confidence. Like, that is really who you are. So have a great day. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you for being here with me today in the Emotional Abuse Recovery Podcast. I hope you found value here with me. If this podcast episode was helpful to you, I'd love for you to hit subscribe and leave me a review. My goal is to help you go from feeling stuck to set free. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and you can check out whentearsleavescars.com for more resources and information to help you with your own emotional abuse recovery. Until next time, here's to believing in